diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a squad looking to put on a show. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Presley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
Dropping back, it's Lockett. Catch in the middle, it's Presley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us.
Turning it on! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive.
Man, you can almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that.
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the oak. To the air, it's Lockett. A little release to the back. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air, down. Caught behind the line. It's Daniel. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Using his legs, it's Daniel. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Back to pass, it's Godet. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. To fire. That's caught. It's Ellis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Extending the play. Puts it out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They almost took that thing end to end, but now they have to finish the drive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run it from the gun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Cano. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw. It's Godet. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in on the left. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping up the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Daniel. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're testing the right side here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it! He will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Lockett. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Presley. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cano. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws for the tight end. got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the returner is stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Lockett. He's going to let it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd option. He'll toss it. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Godet. Fires left. A strike downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Racing down the left side. Touchdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cano. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Godet. Going over the top. He's got it! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
Brings it in down the left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up.
He'll take a shot. And it's in for a touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first-half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure.
Turning it on! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Godet. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This offense coming back out onto the field. It's a flea flicker. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under fire. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. Right on the money. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Hands it off. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
Breaks into the open. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cano. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. This game has been wildly entertaining. As we take a second to catch a breath, let's have a look at the game summary. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Godet. This one's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Now on second down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now this offense is back on the field. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Lockett. He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Offensive oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Got the first down himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The State scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to pass. It's Lockett. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Oh, he's got some space. Spinderella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. After converting that 4th down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got his man to the left. Turning on the Jets. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cano. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Godet. Gets it to him on the screen. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Forced out of the pocket, and they can't make the play on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. All the way in for the touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
He's loose on the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This result going to open some eyes around the country. They've proven behind this passing game, they probably need to be ranked a little bit higher right now in the top 10.
Yeah, and mission accomplished. This is how you do it. Big stage, everybody watching. You beat a team that's ranked higher than you in this fashion. Throwing the football all over the yard, explosive offense. This will bode well for the rest of their season.
Well, they've answered some questions, too, because they've got talent throwing the ball. Everybody knew that, but could they get it done against a defense like this? Well, now you have their answer. Absolutely they can, and if they keep this up, they've got big aspirations the rest of the